Ah yes, Axie Infinity. The game that you thought could make your kids some money by having fun in a game, but bleeded you more money than you thought it would. Welcome to Rant. This time, about the piece of shit idiotic moves that Axie Infinity has made. I'm Raz, and welcome to Raz Facts. Now, I touched the surface of what this game was in the past and said that it could net you some nice money. However, due to the most recent update they have put out, patch 1.1.1, which has a bunch of new regulations that will either reach for new and poor players. Axie Infinity is a Pokemon-inspired game in which you fight with creatures named Axies that may cost the same as an old card, and fight them against opponents to get more love potions, which are the in-game currency that can be traded for real-life dollars. Each of these potions are traded at around 7 cents, and the way to get these are by either winning fights in adventure mode against AR, or playing against other players in arena. Both my little brother and my little sister started playing this game on late September. My little brother bought some cheap Axies for a relatively small amount, about $140 each or 5 Ethereum cents for each one. But these Axies were useless. They couldn't win any fights in arena because he got paired with more expensive ones, and even in adventure mode got his ass kicked. And this was before that critical patch of it. He was barely able to make enough money to offset the cost of the Axies, which was 4 months to break even, not even counting gas fees, which was about $3 a day. And then the dreaded 1.1.1 update came, and made accounts that had under 800 MMR, or the ranking points of the accounts, to not be able to receive any of these potions in adventure, arena, or daily quests, which they did to punish new players and force them to spend even more money on their stupid Axies. When we tried to cut our losses and sold the Axies, we ended up losing 55% of the initial Ethereum investment. If we had actually never touched the game, our Ethereum would have been 70% more in dollars. Now, my little sister got some better ones for the same price, and had a smaller value relatively, and was also able to win some matches in arena and was making about $6 a day. 3 months to break even, not counting gas fees. But then the dreaded 1.1.1 update came and stripped away what made this game so viable, which is the ability to make some money by playing the fucking game. And she's now only able to make about $3 a day, so only the people who enter this game very early are able to profit from it. And every single one of these new players that keep the game alive got screwed over by having to pay more, to lose more, to recreate it all in the end, losing time and money. They could have easily made a better update which would actually ban bots and not punish real players. Now we are stuck in a repetition with these mediocre Axies, having to maybe play for an extra 6 months to break even on the Ethereum invested. Because the new rules in this game that punishes new and poor players and not bots, which is the fucking point of this update. So here's my advice: do not touch this game even with a 10-foot pole, because you're gonna get screwed over, even when the main point of the game, which was to make some money, is now even harder to do. And because of this luck of not being able to get money while having MMR breaks under 800, we got our money inflows of the game cut in half, because we were able to get 75 to 95 potions a day after playing for 2 to 3 hours, and now we can only do 50 because we can dodge arena matches, or there will be no compensations even in adventure. And on top of that, SLP are down more than 70% from all-time highs. And they may say in their patch notes that the purpose of the update is to get rid of bots that take potions from players, and encourage them to compete in arena, even though they will always get stronger opponents for them to lose, and have to buy better Axies to beat them, only to get thrown even harder opponents to throw them into a loop that will make them lose even more money, and punish them for not spending as much money as they could. It even says this might be stressful to players who have weaker teams, and that the game that is Axie rewards the best with high rewards. Or in other words, the ones who don't drop the money you could use to buy a card won't get absolute jack shit. So, don't waste time with this piece of shit game and focus on different stuff that isn't this, because you are gonna regret it and get a hate like us from this. So, thanks for watching, special thanks to Camilo, don't bother fucking playing this game, have a good night and see ya in the next one, where I'll hopefully be able to say that I escaped the Pokemon, or otherwise known as Axie loop.